Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, so today we're diving straight into what is arguably the absolute biggest off-pitch mystery of the 2026 World Cup. You know, while all those spectacular goals on the field are stealing the headlines, there's this massive, really intense controversy brewing right under the surface regarding the tournament's top goalkeeping prize, the Golden Glove Award.
Does the best goalkeeper actually win the Golden Glove? Now I know, that sounds like a super simple question with a totally obvious answer, right? You'd assume the best keeper naturally gets the award. But as we dig into the raw numbers and look at the digital protest today, you're gonna see exactly why literally millions of football fans worldwide are absolutely furious about how this prestigious prize is actually handed out.
Let's just compare the two major individual awards for a second. On one hand, you've got the Golden Boot race, and that is wonderfully straightforward. You've got Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappé locked in this historic battle, both sitting right at 8 goals. It's pure, undeniable data. But then you look at the Golden Glove race, which right now is spotlighting keepers like Spain's Unai Simon and Argentina's Emiliano Martinez. And it's a highly subjective battleground.
Section 1. Defining the Golden Glove. Let's look at the official rules. To really grasp the root of this whole controversy, we've got to understand how the winner is actually chosen. FIFA's criteria for the Golden Glove, well, it seems completely reasonable on paper, right? The award goes to the tournament's best goalkeeper, and the decision is based on 3 things: the player's overall impact, their outstanding saves, and their total number of clean sheets. Honestly, it sounds like a pretty balanced mix of the eye test and hard statistics. So naturally, heading into the final match, the mainstream media narrative heavily favors the 2 men playing in the championship game: Spain's Unai Simon and Argentina's Emiliano Martinez. I mean, they are the faces of the finale. Their teams have been nothing short of spectacular, and historically speaking, this puts them squarely in the driver's seat to take home the award. Section 2. The fan uproar. Let's look at the digital protests. Because if you check the pulse of the global football community right now, man, there is a massive uproar. Jump onto communities like r/football scouting, and you'll see fans demanding to know why standout, underdog keepers are just being completely ignored. Take this comment, for example, demanding to know why Cape Verde's incredible goalkeeper, Vosinha, isn't the one being celebrated over the expected favorites.
And you know, that frustration, it quickly turns into fierce pushback against those established favorites. Here's another direct quote from that same scouting forum. We've got a fan openly questioning if past winners, like Emiliano Martinez, truly deserve that elite label based purely on goalkeeping merit, or if they're just getting a pass because they're part of a winning squad.
So here is the absolutely crucial point. The core of this digital protest is beautifully simple. Fans firmly believe the Golden Glove Award is actively ignoring actual real-world performance data. In their eyes, it stopped being an award for the best goalkeeper and has just morphed into an award for the goalkeeper who's lucky enough to be on the best team.
Section 3. The statistical leaders. Let's break this down by the numbers.
To see if the fans actually have a point, let's treat this like a forensic investigation and dive straight into the raw stats. If we look at pure volume, meaning the most saves made in the tournament, the expected favorites, they're literally nowhere to be found. Paraguay's Orlando Gil leads the pack with a staggering 23 saves. He's followed closely by Curaçao's Eloy Room with 20 and Portugal's Diogo Costa with 19. I mean, these keepers faced a relentless barrage of shots and practically kept their teams alive single-handedly.
And when evaluating overall performance ratings based on match data, the picture gets even clearer. Cape Verde's Vosinha, the exact keeper those fans were shouting about earlier, sits at the absolute top with a massive 7.9 rating. Meanwhile, Spain's Unai Simon, our presumed frontrunner, sits way further down the list at just 7.2.
But wait, it goes even deeper. Look at defensive efficiency. This is an advanced analytic measuring the number of goals explicitly prevented by keepers' direct actions. Ghana's Lawrence Adizigi prevented nearly 3 expected goals. That's huge. Norway's Ørjan Nyland and Australia's Patrick Beach also completely dominate this metric.
However, we do have to look at this number, 5. Spain's Unai Simon has secured an incredible 5 clean sheets while conceding only 1 single goal this entire tournament. But critics argue this shows exactly how a dominant team defense severely skews a keeper's statistics. I mean, did Simon earn those clean sheets with heroic, gravity-defying saves? Or did Spain's defense simply prevent the opposition from ever taking a shot in the first place?
Section 4. The winner bias. To the victor goes the spoils.
This massive disconnect between individual stats and the award nominations brings us to a phenomenon we'll call the winner bias. As one really astute fan pointed out in the discussions, there's a widespread belief that the award is simply handed to the World Cup champion by default. They cite Dominik Livakovic as the perfect example. He had an absolutely unreal statistical tournament for Croatia back in 2022, but was ultimately passed over for the award because Croatia finished 3rd, while Argentina, of course, took home the trophy.
And this right here brilliantly illustrates why the fans are so up in arms. The data absolutely supports their theory.
The Golden Glove was established back in 1994. In the last 5 editions of the World Cup, the goalkeeper from the team that won the entire tournament took home the Golden Glove 4 times, 4 out of 5.
Historically speaking, you have to look back to some very rare exceptions to find a keeper whose individual brilliance outweighed their team's failure to win the finals. Thibaut Courtois managed it in 2018, the legendary Oliver Kahn did it in 2002, and Michel Prudhomme all the way back in 1994. So it does happen, but it is incredibly, incredibly rare.
Section 5. Who truly deserves it? Stats versus glory.
Which brings our investigation to its final unavoidable crossroads. We have to decide what the Golden Glove is actually meant to measure. Is it the raw statistical dominance of an underdog like Vosinha or Orlando Gil, who are out there facing a relentless barrage of shots? Or is it the ability to make high-pressure, clutch saves deep in a championship run, like Simon or Martinez?
Honestly, until FIFA creates a purely statistical formula to calculate the winner, much like the Golden Boot does for goals, this tension between the analytical eye test of the fans and the tournament progression bias, it is absolutely going to continue to cause a massive uproar every 4 years.
So as we prepare to watch the 2026 World Cup final, I want to leave you with this provocative thought to chew on. Should the Golden Glove be a pristine prize for the absolute best individual statistics? Or should it remain a crown for the keeper who survived the highest pressure moments on the biggest stage of them all? Think about that next time a keeper makes a dive. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning those stats.